morning and welcome to Good Morning Music. I am joined here today, thank you Julia, I am joined here today by the lovely Mr. Samuel Mulhern and Harry Lovell of the Tin Knees. Welcome boys.
It is a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime at all. Now, explain to the lovely audience what the Tin Knees is. How did it begin and how did it get to where it is now?
Well, I created the Tin Knees from two of my housemates who really wanted to be in a band, and we really wanted to sell shirts. So I thought, let's do that. And I taught them how to play bass and guitar, and hit the ground running. And yeah, that's how it started.
So you are the singer and frontman, and you are the drummer. What creative liberties go into writing your music? I understand some of your music's are the likes of songs like Ketamine, I Want to Lick Your Butthole, Do I Love Her or Does She Have a Fringe? Tell me about the creative process in that.
Very serious process.
Very formal. Everybody has to write down suggestions for a song. It gets forwarded to a committee where you go through, rate the pros and cons of each song. It's like, how much time is this going to take? There's a lot of red tape to go through, but it's worth it to get a good product at the end.
I understand you guys have recently been played on Twitter. How was that?
That was cool to be heard by so many people were forced to listen to my voice. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We got a few Shazam hits, which was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
It was
Like 20 or so?
it was 150 or something.
Was it?
It was near 200. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
People like he'd be Shazamming. You.
Cool. What got you guys into music separately, one at a time?
My dad played guitar, and then he wanted me to pursue an instrument, and to his disappointment, I didn't want to play guitar, I wanted to play drums. And so I went to the School of Rock, which is no more, rest in peace School of Rock, and it was very, very good. It was like, no, I didn't learn any like music theory. It was just like you turned up and got with a group of kids about your age, and it was like, let's play AC/DC like once a week. And then at the end of each school term, you would have the School of Rock concert, and you'd go out to a pub, and all the little kid bands would get up and play like 3 or 4 covers. It was a lot of fun. So that's my musical training, which is to say very little.
It's hectic that Jack Black comes along for that. So.
It was like, yeah, it's awesome to meet him.
I started learning piano when I was 4 and did all the grades, learnt Mozart and Beethoven, and I came here and musicians were cool because I was bullied for learning music at school, and then all of a sudden they've got long hair, they're surfing, and I was like, oh, I can do that. And then I grew my hair and now I'm a musician. Oh, such a journey. Yeah, I did all the dorky. I learnt to play oboe in high school.
Wow.
So I was the jock of the school.
It's not just piano and oboe though. You're a very multi-talented instrumentalist, aren't you? This level. What else can you play?
Yeah, a bit of guitar, bit of
Recorder?
Yeah. I got real into recorder in year 7, like really into it, like too much into recorder.
At year 7 as well.
Yeah.
Just a touch too
I
old.
like tenor recorder as well. The Supreme recorder, none of this soprano recorder shit. Like, yeah, yeah. All you kids out there, my advice for anyone learning music: learn recorder, because it's actually very difficult to get like a nice tone out of recorder. So if you can master recorder, you will be famous.
How did the band all meet?
I'll drink.
Tell me about the rest of the band. How did you guys all meet each other?
You can take this one.
Obviously the first band members were your housemates. I met Harry through an acquaintance because they heard that Harry was looking for a drummer, and so my friend Chris at the time, who was in my band, said, "Oh, these guys looking for a drummer. You should try out them." I had heard that they'd won a slot to play Yours and Ours, and I was like, "Sweet, I'll jump on that. I'll play Yours and Ours. I don't care." And it was like, yeah, so it was just coincidence really, and then my brother is now playing bass, so I've like worked him in. It's become a bit of a family affair. Yeah.
I asked Maggie, "Can you find me a drummer?" And she asked Chris, and then so that's my point of view. I actually I haven't heard his point of view.
Mm.
There you go.
I've never heard that story before.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just Chris was like, "Hey, it was
Yeah.
very selfless. Like he basically, like imploded his own band.
Yeah, I pretty much stole
Was that Darts and Crafts?
stole another band off them.
Poached the talent.
Have you guys been on any tours recently? Got any tours coming up? Any recent gigs you want to talk
We're
about?
actually booking a tour at the moment. It's a bit hush hush,
Okay.
but I'm emailing the Dubber RSL. So yeah,
We're in the studio at the moment trying to get our EP finished. As soon as that's ready, hopefully we'll be able to tour it straight afterwards, and that'll be a lot of fun, I think. And then after that, we can finally give up on our old image and we can make music that we actually want to play.
Which is what?
It's a bit more funk, a bit more jazz, a bit more,
jazz
a
influence.
bit more. I don't know, sounds better.
Anything but surf rock.
Yeah,
Anything
like-
but surf rock.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So Kryptonite, fully allergic to it now.
So what would you call the progression of your sound as you've gone through? Because you've been a band for 2 years now.
Yeah.
What would you call the progression of your sound to leading up to where you are now?
I call it humorous sugar jazz pop.
Humorous sugar jazz
That's
pop.
where we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Not even no rock.
I
No pie chart.
like bracket.
Bracket.
Rocky
Rocky.
Rocky.
horror show.
Rocky 3.
How would you describe it?
No, yeah, that's pretty.
No,
good. For a long time, we were like kind of Triple J core. It was like very
Mm.
just kind of following that sound. But I think now we've sort of figured out that we just want to make our music as complicated as possible.
Because I saw Skeggs and Hockey Dad, like more and more Skeggs, how it was just like beers, 3 chords, no, and everyone loved it, and they were like selling fun musically. And it's like that is
Among other Triple J
Yeah.
surf rock bands.
But yeah, and that is a market I want to capitalize, and I want to be a product. And I want to sell myself out.
But it's like very dense. So now we've got to like create our own market, I think.
Yeah,
But we're still selling fun. But it's fun with a different twist on it. It's less about beers, and more about like
Ketamine and buttholes.
wine. I was just saying-
Each time we do a thing, it's like, oh, if we just be ourselves, that's better than rather trying to copy. It's goddamn it, each time it gets you. Just being yourself
Being yourself,
prevails.
man. Oh.
Do you guys have a favourite song of your own making?
I'm a really big fan of Flyway, which should be out soon. That I think is one of the best songs we've recorded so far. What about you?
My baby's always Tony's Chicken Warms My Heart. That's the just uploaded a shit demo on the Spotify, and that's where it kicked off. And hopefully release a better version of that song on an EP, which would be good.
How's your merch selling?
Terribly.
Very poor.
I'll link it in the description. To the 3 people that are going to watch this.
I've got listed a framed picture of Kevin McLeod from Grand Designs, which I've signed for I think $33 on Bandcamp, which no one has picked
Jumped
up
on.
yet.
Can you see how many views that it's got?
I don't
I'm
think you
not
can,
sure.
but the link's there.
Get 'em all in.
I heard that on the Triple J interviews. What the fuck, man?
Hey Randall. I'll call you back. I'm just in the middle of doing an interview. Alright, bye bye. I'll cut that.
All nice people.
Who's the Tin Knees' best friends? Who do they play with? That's cool.
I guess our oldest friend's probably Dribs. Brendan used to be in the band, and so I guess that's our high school sweetheart, I guess.
The one that got away.
Fuck, man. Who else are we friends with? Yes, it just everyone intertwines, and it's a great little community. Everyone's like people in multiple bands. It's a big orgy.
Yeah, like people fucking each other, like across band lines. It's like that's always getting messy. But why not?
And like, say if someone can't play, and then someone would jump in for that. Obviously, Hamo, in just Hamo in general, the Wollongong music scene.
He is the scene. Hey?
He's
Which one's Hamo?
Amo's bass player for Good Lecker, lead singer for Horsing Around, and drummer for Doozy Months.
Does it all.
Very
And
nice.
best chest hair in Wollongong,
No, I agree.
awarded by me.
Very cool.
Certified.
Who else should we mention?
Friday Park.
Sam Allen's hair. As
Just the hair.
Just as a concept.
Yep. Yeah, it's yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Friday Park. They're doing very looking forward for what they do in the future.
You guys want to talk about music festivals?
No.
What do you mean? What specifically about music festivals?
I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of oppressive shit going on in New South Wales, and it's kind of diminishing the culture a bit. Like Splendour and the Grass and Falls Fest are thinking of moving out of New South Wales, where they've been having their events for like the past 20 years or so.
You know what the issue is that music festivals have like killed like medium-sized venues.
You reckon?
Yep. It's like if you were gonna go see, I was looking at this the other day. It's like the headliner for Farmer in the Hour is Hot Chip.
Mm-hmm.
Farmer in the Hour was like $80, I think, or it's gonna be like 80 to 120 depending on what release you get. Seeing Hot Chip at Enmore is $80.
True.
You know what I mean? And it's like, if I was like, I'd like to go see Hot Chip, I may as well go see them at Farmer in the Hour where I can see Hot Chip and like a dozen other bands that I might like to see. Unless I'm like, because I'm not the biggest Hot Chip fan, but like I do want to see them. I'm not going to go spend it. I'm not going to drop $80 just on a whim to go see them at Enmore. So music festivals have killed that. Like obviously like venues like Rad or La La La's or Dicey's and stuff. Like smaller bands play. There's like always gonna be a venue for that. But like when you get to that like next level of like, you want to play places like Oxford Arts or Enmore or. See, I can't even really think of that many. It's just like. Unibar is kind of another example. Unibar
Waves, maybe?
Waves, it's like, there's just not that many, like, medium-sized, like, if I'm, like, a legitimately big act, it's like, where do I play? You're just gonna wait for a music festival, and you're gonna get into the festival circuit. So then festivals massively overrepresent how, like, where you go and see your music. So then it's like, if music festivals start having trouble, like, operating, it's just, yeah, big clusterfuck. Yeah, it's just... Like touring one band, setting up all the PA for one band, roadies for one band, merch for one band, all this shit for one band, and it's just like an economy of scale thing. It's like you set up all this stuff that you could use for one band, but you get like a dozen bands in, and then you get in a dozen like times more people. I don't know, it's just like from like an economics, yeah, like from a economy of scale point of view, it makes sense to run a music festival instead of running like a big gig, unless you're like Ed Sheeran level and like you book out like a stadium. So that's like another level, like beyond. But like when you're at that Enmore, medium size, I think it's hard for you to find like a tour that's gonna work for you because you got to be able to suck in enough people. And it's like the tickets are just insane. Like $80 to go see Hot Chip. It's like I went and saw Brockhampton and that was like $80, but like Brockhampton are an American act and it was like probably the only time I'm going to be able to see them in Australia, maybe. So I was like, I'll definitely spend like $80, $90 to go see Brockhampton, but it's like if it's an Australian act, that's like, I don't know, it's just hard. So so coming back to music festivals, obviously you're going to run a music festival instead, but then with the amount of regulations, all the drug stuff, all the sniffer dog stuff, all this glider stuff, it's just makes it harder for a music festival to operate, and it makes it harder for musicians to make a buck. Because like streaming doesn't help you. You've got to sell merch, and to sell merch, you've got to make people care about your music, and to make people care about your music, they got to see you live.
Big clusterfuck.
Oh, huge.
Streaming doesn't help that much?
No, peanuts. Like
actual peanuts.
I saw that post where like buying a merch is equivalent to so many streams. It was I was impressed and I clicked the like button, but I do not remember the facts, so I can't help you in this situation.
I saw something that's like Taylor Swift made like not that much money from all of her Spotify streams in a year. It was like, I don't know. Imagine look at piddly amount of money that Taylor Swift
I looked at ours the other day and I think it was like $30 from I'm not sure how many streams we had.
Where's all the money come from being a muso? Like not like a Taylor Swift level muso and...
It would come from merch, but our merch is also like, we sell our merch for like cutthroat, like just a touch above cost price. So for us, there is no profit at this stage. It's just
the money we make goes straight back in. And
yeah.
We're losing money pretty much.
Yeah. Like every time we like have to do a new merch run or do an EP or we do get money from playing gigs, but it's not that much money, and that money goes straight back into the band. I've got to treat this like a job that I don't get paid for.
Interesting.
Passion project.
Yeah.
Passion pop.
Ooh.
I think that's about it. I just want to call it.
Yeah.
As a musician who's made it more or less in the Wollongong music scene, what advice would you give to musical up-and-comers in Wollongong? How do you go about starting your band, and how do you go about getting it to where you guys are today?
First of all, just go to gigs, talk to people. Probably the biggest thing you can do is just start doing it. Don't worry about what people think or say. Just jump right in and learn on your feet. It's not something you can really learn through a textbook. And generally making connections is probably the most important thing. Being friends with people, being a genuine person in the industry is very important. If you're a nice person, people generally want to work with you.
Cool.
Be nice.
I think that's everything.
My advice, yeah.